Good morning and
Happy Sunday to you. Um, I am about to do a makeup video showing you how I go from this to how I put my makeup on, how I apply it. And this is typically how I would apply my makeup daily. And normally this only takes me about 10 to 12 minutes to do in the morning. I'm usually sitting in this room and it's dark outside. It's somewhere between like 3 and 3:30 in the morning, so I don't have good lighting, and I do right now, um, because it's probably pushing 11:30, maybe noon time today. So I've got lots of sunlight coming through this window. Unfortunately, in the morning, I have an overhead fan with a light, and the lighting is really pretty awful. And it's not only just above me, it's above and behind me. So it really doesn't do me any favors in the morning when I'm trying to put my makeup on. So, as far as lighting is concerned. So, anyway, I've got everything out in front of me that I need. I am going to try to keep this as short as possible, um, and not have it be like an hour-long video. It's not going to take 12 minutes for me to film this video because I will have to just very briefly describe some of the products that I'm using. Most everything, including brushes, are the same that I was using in the previous video that I filmed many months ago when I did my over 50 makeup video. I only have added a couple of new things, and I will just briefly introduce those into the video. But I think we should just go ahead and get started. So um, I do have a headband just to try to keep these tendrils out of my face. So we'll just kind of pull the hair back. And I always have a damp baby wipe in front of me just to kind of wipe brushes off and some of my pencils and so on. Um, Hopefully the cats are going to cooperate because I have two right here that are horsing around. And so if you hear jingle jangle bells, that's their collars clinking and clanking together. So anyway, all right, here we go. So the first thing I do, what I used to do was put eye drops in my eyes, and I used to use Clear Eyes. I haven't used those for a while. Um, Not really sure why I discontinued that, but I'm not doing that step anymore. But I did buy this oil. This is a multi-use oil, and it's by Provence Beauty or Provence Beauty. This one is honeysuckle jasmine multi-use oil, and it does come with a dropper. And so what I do is and my face is clean, it's bare. I took my makeup off completely last night, and just a couple of drops, maybe two or three, and I warm it up in my hands, and I just, because I found that, especially being over 50, and for me, I've always, for the most part, had fairly dry skin. So adding moisture back on my face is a good thing, but I am not someone that likes thick creams or oils or things like that on my face. So I do try to keep the layering of these fairly light. And so that oil is done. I also have a three-way mirror. So if you see me looking from here to here, it's because I have a three-way mirror in front of me. This is the mirror that I use daily to put my makeup on. Next one, next product is this e.l.f. Primer. This is the pink one. They do sell several different shades of this. They have one in green and maybe like a yellowish color. The pink one, I usually will do like one little pump. That's it. This product lasts me a while. Again, I warm it up in my hands. I think I'm going to do a video too on like facial massage and facial exercises or facial yoga, because that's what I do to try to keep my face, um, you know, looking like it does. It's yeah, I want to talk about like going and having injectables done and so on. That's a future video, not too far off in the future. So elf, that one is done. And then I found this product. Now this green is supposed to like cancel out any like redness, I suppose, in the face. Now because my skin is so sensitive, I do have a tendency to show a little bit of red. So I just take a little bit. It's not cooperating. All right, there we go. Just a little bit. And I run this right through the center. And this is also fairly moisturizing. I put it over my eyelids. And so it's just right through the center of my face. I don't need to go up on my forehead or down on my chin with this, just right through here. Finished with this product. The next one is, I've been using the same product forever. You'll find this in my last video. And again, I will list everything that I'm using in the description box below the video so that you won't have to try to guess, like, what the hell did she use in that video? I will make certain that that's listed below. So I've got the NYX concealer, and just take the back of my thumbnail. My nails are also longer than I usually keep them, so they're going to get trimmed today. So if you're looking at my nails going, what's up with those nails? They're just a little grown out more than usual. I've gotten a little lazy about trimming them. Just with my work, it's almost impossible to have any real length on my nails, on my fingernails. And I will place this product up over my eyelids. My skin is very thin and translucent, so you can see like my little veins and so on. And so I just like to have just a little bit of coverage right there. Done with this one. Now, at this point, I take the baby wipe and I kind of just wipe off that product. L'Oreal Infallible Powder. This is in vanilla, which is number 120. And I have, on the side, it looks like this. Forward, it looks like this. It's flat, round brush. And I don't do circles with this, otherwise I'm going to have a ton of product. I just kind of tap it. And I start with my forehead in circular motions. So for me, because I've been doing this for so long, it's not just about how it looks. I can tell that I've done enough of this to know that I have enough product on my forehead. Then I go to my eyelids, and I'm not shaking. I'm just like kind of stippling this on there. And then underneath, I get my nose. And make sure too that you get up in where your nostrils are, because you don't want to have, I have forgotten that, and then there'll be like a tiny line of demarcation there where there's makeup and then there isn't, right where the nostrils are. So I kind of drive this into my hairline too. I also have a video about how I shave my face, remove any peach fuzz. I don't have any wild hairs growing out of my face, but I do have peach fuzz. And all right, guys, settle down. Stop. Stop. I'm trying to film a video. I don't care. All right, so anyway, yes, my face should be cleanly shaven. A lot of people do like the, is it microblading or something to remove facial hair? There are all kinds of little tools now that you can use to remove facial hair safely without using a razor. I mean, some people are like, oh, my God, I can't believe you're using a razor on your face. It's worked for me. I've been doing it for years, and nothing's been growing back. The peach fuzz doesn't grow back twice as fast or twice as thick. And okay with that. So make sure underneath the chin, underneath. If you want to take it down your neck, you can do that. I am not going to do that today. And so, like around lunchtime, sometimes I just take this sponge and just pat it, and then I'll just go over my face. But for the most part, I don't really need to do that throughout the day. The next step is eyebrows, because they're here. I promise they are there. But you know, when I remove my makeup, the eyebrows they take off, and I promise they'll be back tomorrow. But I have two of these. Ooh, I have two. I have one from Elf, and then I have I have two from Elf. I think my last one was from Maybelline. So I think these are in two different shades, but basically just trying to use up the one. This one that I'm using right now is a little bit lighter. I need to use my mirror for a second here. Trying to get as close to my phone as I can so you can see what I'm doing. Ordinarily, I would lock my cats up to film a video. The only problem is that I can't do that because um, they'll come to the door and scratch at the door, and then I'll have background noise, so that won't work out too well. And they like to be around mommy, so I just let them do their thing. So I did brush prior to putting this product on with a spoolie. So we're not going to put this away, but I am going to wipe it off in the meantime. And so from eyebrows, I go to lips, and still working on this Rimmel lip liner. I'm going to be very sad when this finally bites the dust because I haven't been able to find this shade. I think it's Rimmel Metallic Mauve, and it's a really nice shade, so I'm going to have to try to find a replacement. I could use a sharpening, but I'm just wiping the lip liner off before I put it back. Now, I'm not wearing any lipstick. I don't usually wear any lipstick. I have this Baby Lips Maybelline. This is the pink and yellow one. They do sell different varieties of these, and I like the pink and the yellow one. I wear this every day. Oh, no, 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 no. Leave your brother alone. I'm going to have an attack here in a minute. And it's just so soft and creamy. There's a little bit of a flavor to it and a nice scent. But there you go. Baby lips right here. Okay, and then I have, and this is just an extra measure. I have my little Eco Tools brush. This has a lip brush on it. Actually, it's a three-way lip brush, angled brush, and then in the middle here, there is a spoolie. And really, I only do this just to soften the lip liner. So I remember back in the 90s, like Pamela Anderson is the one who kind of spearheaded the lip liner movement, where you could actually see your lip liner, and then your lighter lipstick in the center. So I do try to soften that a little bit so that it's not like, ooh, lip liner. And one trick, I did not talk about this in my last video, but one trick that someone once taught me was that where you have like your Cupid's bow and your, I think it's your fulcrum right here, you can see that there are these two little lines. And if you want to, it's kind of like when you're doing artwork, that everything is kind of like light and shadows. If you take a white eyeliner, you have to be really careful not to apply too much pressure, because you don't want to have somebody go, what is that on your, it looks like, maybe you were in the bathroom doing something you shouldn't have been doing. Snorting something you shouldn't be doing. So you just kind of want to just ever so lightly. And what it does is it creates this like a upturn on your lip. The other thing you can do too is you can do this, or you can take like and you have to be really careful with this too, because I had a boyfriend say, well, you got like a smudge there. You could take like a light colored powder of some sort and just go right in here too with that. And what it does is it kind of creates this, it defines the shape of your upper lip and defines these two lines. Okay. Probably the best example I can give you is somebody like Angelina Jolie. If you look at her upper lip, she sort of has that look. So white eyeliner, very, very lightly. And then you can take your finger and just kind of smudge it, but it does leave kind of a little bit of a shadow there that's complementary, not one that isn't going to look decent on you. Okay, so now lips are finished. And then I move to cheeks, to the blush. Again, I'm using Milani in Dolce Pink, number 01. Again, all this is going to be listed below. And I have my blush brush I've had for years. And I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got to do this in order to see my cheekbones and where to apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's harder for me to do my left side. Okay, done with this. Now, I did buy a Wet n Wild highlighting powder. This is actually very pretty. It still has its there's like a floral design within the powder here, but I don't wipe this off. I just go 1, 2, 3. And right over the top, right in here, I go right like that. 1, 2, 3. And sometimes I'll just go right over this, just like that. Done. Now I go back to the eyebrows. So this obviously should be dried by now, but I'm just going to very lightly. Now with this one, if I go too hard, I'll like pull most of that dried product right off my eyebrows. So let me see, we've got the other one. This one's a little bit darker, so this one may show up a little bit better. Okay. So there is one eyebrow. There's the other one. I'm good with that. That's okay. I'm not like a lot of these young girls that can just they like they're so precise with their eyebrow. It doesn't even look real. Your eyebrow has hairs and it's, you should be able to see some of those individual hairs in your eyebrow, but I'm not young anymore, so I'm not going to be using like an angled brush and contour and all kinds of things to get my eyebrows to look absolutely perfect. They're not going to. Um, Acceptance is something we have to deal with when we get older. So I've had to accept the fact that I just don't I don't look like I used to, and makeup doesn't go on like it used to either. So I've got this brush right here. It's just not a hugely fluffy brush. It's not like this one. It's just like I don't know what you call this. And then I've got my favorite NYX. This is what's different, is that I talked about this in my last makeup video, but I didn't use it. But we're going to use it now, and it's NYX in Club Crawl. And it's a nice kind of gray. There's like a hint of, I don't know if it's like a purple or like a light lavender or something in here, and it just works really well. So I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just use one side on this eye. So this is a one eyeshadow video, and then I flip the brush over. I just turn it and get the other side, and literally those 4 swipes, 1, 2, 3, 4, is enough for me for today. I think at some point I'd like to do another makeup video where I go from like my daily makeup routine to a night routine. I think that would be good. So you can see like a transition, because I think my makeup is very light for daytime. Some people might consider this to be like, oh, this is like way too light. She needs to apply more. I probably do. But I'm also working in an environment where most of the people I work with don't even bother to put in half this much effort. Um, so I was always told growing up that you should always try to put in some effort every single day. Um, and I've got a customer, a husband and wife that come in. He's 93, she's 81, and she still comes in with a full face of makeup on. She's got hair down to her waist. Absolutely beautiful woman. And she used to be a model back in the 60s, and she brought some pictures in. I'm like, I knew it. I just knew this woman was just like stunningly beautiful when she was younger, because she's stunningly beautiful now at 81. But she comes in Mondays and Fridays to work. That's where I see her shop with her husband, and she full face of makeup, so she literally puts in that effort every day. And I think that's really important that you do that, because once you stop doing that, it gets too easy. It becomes too easy to not put the effort in on yourself. And I think that can bleed into other parts of your life as well. So I take this is the other end of, nope, this is a different brush. This has got like a pencil type tip on it. And I just go around the outer edge of it and run that underneath my eyes. And yeah, I gotta do one of these faces in order to get that under there. So in a sense, the shadow kind of acts like eyeliner, but I don't know, it just sort of, I don't know, it kind of works for me anyway. And then I have this MAC. This is the only MAC product that I have. It's their kohl pencil in Smolder. And I go up here to the, not the tight line. I had to correct myself in the last video. This is the, it's not the water line. This is the tight line underneath. In this eye that I'm working on now, I have a sty develop last week. So as usual, I still always, wipe this off before I go to the next eye, because, I just always try to be very clean and careful. I on makeup, so when you're able to see that, wiping it off again before I put the cap back on. All right, so this is where we are right now. I'm going to just lightly brush and blend the product into my eyebrow. If you feel like you need to reapply that, you can. I feel like I do just on this outer edge. Sometimes you'll take a spoolie. I mean, you can skip this step altogether. With the spoolie, you can just apply this, let it dry, and get on with your day. It's fine. But okay, here we are. Now, hang on. Okay, so I have this eyeliner. I don't like this one at all. This is a Wet n Wild in probably the darkest black. It's a retractable eyeliner. I don't like it because it doesn't really, especially when it comes to trying to put some on the top lid, it's not, it doesn't perform well for me. And especially when you're older, you have to grab here. It's pretty impressive when you see younger women and young girls that they can do a wing and not even touch. They don't have to pull, but yeah. Okay, that's that. This side never works out. This like I talked about in my last video, this is the crapshoot side. So it's like it looks good until I let go. Good God. All right, anyway. And so, let's see, where's my thing here? I need the angled brush. So what I'm going to do is just like take it, try to extend it out a little bit. I would use liquid eyeliner, and I have one here somewhere, but I have a really hard time controlling the liquid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Smolder pencil. And what I try to do also, before I usually do this step, I take this fluffy brush and I try to blend out. Sometimes some of the eyeshadow will end up like right here in the corner. You can just kind of brush that away with your little fluffy brush. Now, here's where I got to be careful. So I'm taking this smolder pencil, which is not well sharpened at all, and just running it along the lash line, not above the lashes, just right at the lash line there. So basically, as you're doing this, you should feel your eyelashes, the base of them kind of going back and forth. All right. Then, where did it go? Right here. Now, I'm not going to take this and go outward. I'm actually going to go inward. So I've got the angle on this way. So it just gives it a little smudge. You can do the same. You can achieve the same result with a Q-tip, which I have one right here. This was my sister's favorite tool to use when it came to applying makeup. She was a Q-tip gal. So we can stop at this point with like the eyeliner. I may actually add just a little bit more of the eyeshadow under the eye. Okay. And now we're going to go to mascara. If you want, if you don't feel like this is enough, you could add just a very fine line of eyeliner underneath here. But when I'm at work, I don't bother to do that. So because I had this sty in my left eye last week, I did throw out my mascara and my eyelash primer. And if you watched my last makeup video, I was using the Pacifica eyelash primer. And so this, I had had this one for a little while. This is my second one, and trash is right here. Into the trash that went because I didn't know what was going on with this eye. So I replaced it with Lash Paradise. I got this on Amazon as well. Lash primer. No, okay. So now I'm not going, now again, I'll state this like I did in my previous video on makeup. I never go root to tip. I just do like the tips. And this product, like the last one, dries pretty quickly. And you can turn your applicator this way too. And please be really careful not to poke yourself in the eye, but you see, hopefully, excuse me, I've got the primer on there. And you can, again, turn it this way and kind of go back and forth. Make sure you get those little outer hairs as well as the little inner ones too. And then we're going to do bottom lashes too. This, using eyelash primer, has really improved the thickness and fullness of my eyelashes. So if you are having issues with your eyelashes in terms of like the thickness and fullness of them, just using mascara, I would highly recommend finding some kind of an eyelash primer. It doesn't have to be this one or the other one that I just mentioned, Pacifica or Lash Paradise. It could be any. And then apply your mascara. So this is also a new mascara. I tossed my mascara as well last week. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to clamp my eyelashes. So I may try to do that once this dries. But the mascara I'm using is Wet n Wild Mega Protein in Very Black. I always use black, the blackest of black mascaras that I can find. So yeah. So ordinarily, before I put the primer on, I would do my eyelash curling. So there we go. Again, I like to wipe. See, that came off of this, so it's always a good idea to try to keep your eyelash curler clean also, because it is so close to your eye. I think now it's dried, so you can't really see the primer anymore because it is dried. And then here we go with mascara. It's a little bit difficult here. And I have a video too of just the just doing my eyes with the primer and mascara. Just trying to get those outer lashes by turning the applicator this way. And then I'm trying not to reapply more product to the wand, but now I have to do one of these. Get the lower lashes with these little baby inner ones. Ooh. Then on the inside there. Okay, there. So I will say that in putting my makeup on, what takes it from kind of being like I'm almost there to being finished is the mascara. The mascara kind of really completes the makeup altogether. So what I'm going to do is take the headband off, and I just have my hair in just a small clamp. Got my brush. brush here. I'm going to try not to hit my microphone at all. I know that just really doesn't sound good when I hit my microphone while I'm trying to talk to you. My hair is getting pretty long here. And got my little tendrils out, and I have a barrette. I have my hair sectioned up like this, and then I twist it, and then I put a barrette in there to keep that under control. I probably should do a hair video at some point. My hair is just, I feel like my hair is just difficult to work with. And I have a pair of earrings. I always feel like earrings kind of help to complete your look a little bit. And today is Sunday too. I'm not doing anything today. So this is all for you. Putting myself together. So I think I may take advantage of this and film a couple of other videos. But again, I'm looking at the timer here and it's at 41 minutes. This does not, if this took me 41 minutes, I'd be late to work every day of the week. So it actually takes me longer to try to get my hair in a ponytail in the morning. So here we go. This is the completed makeup look. So this would be like my daily makeup for work. And I will film a video of me taking this from like daytime to evening. So there it is. All right, I appreciate your tuning in and staying through the whole video. I always appreciate your viewing and commenting if you feel comfortable doing that. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I talk about a number of different things on this channel. So if you tune into a video and it's not really your thing, you can skip it and wait for me to upload the next video that you are interested in. Because I've noticed that some people do unsubscribe if, number one, if I haven't uploaded for a little bit. I've recognized that there's some impatience with some of my subscribers. But if I'm uploading something that's not of interest to you, just skip it. I promise I'll be back with something else you can watch. But here's the makeup for today. Oh, and here's one more thing. I found this on Amazon. It's by e.l.f. I don't carry this with me. I found it the other day, and it's like a lip oil. It's Glow Reviver lip oil. I don't know if you can see that, but it just adds, it's nice just by itself, but you can put it over like whatever you're wearing to give your lips a little bit of a sheen. All right, that's it. Now I'm going to let you go. All right. Take care. Survive your life. I know you can do it. I'm doing it. And take care, and I'll be back soon with another one.